Alright then. So, as you may have noticed, I've recently tried to kinda stay away from drama in the Minecraft community. Mostly because I don't want this channel to turn into a drama channel. We're still all about modding and servers here, and that should be the main focus. But when there is a big update to a story I've already covered, I definitely feel like I should keep you guys up to date on what is going on. And oh boy, do I have an update for you guys. Because until the 7th of April, the custom content plugin Nexo is not available on Polymart. Oh, and the developer of Oraxen, Torgal, got himself banned from Polymart permanently. So yeah, let's talk about what's going on. Also, do make sure to double check if you're subbed to the channel. The vast majority of my daily viewers are still not, and I would appreciate it so much if you did. So I've in the past actually made 2 videos about this exact project. And while it's a lot to recap in just a minute, I'm gonna try to do my best. So basically, there was this Minecraft plugin named Oraxen. It was originally created by a guy named Torgal, but he eventually abandoned the project, which is when another developer named Boy stepped in and took on the project's maintenance. He did this for a period of 3 entire years. In those 3 years, the plugin grew into the Oraxen that people knew and loved. But then, suddenly, Torgal came back. He forcefully retook access of the entire project and stripped Boy of anything related to it. And even though he is the original creator, it is still really unfair of him to just retake access, because, well, he has not touched the project in over 3 years, and Boy is the one who actually made it popular and made it so people wanted to buy it. So after that, Boy tried to negotiate with Torgal if there was a way he could purchase Oraxen. But Torgal was asking for an insanely huge amount of money. We're talking over 5 figures, which is when Boy decided to just leave that be and create his own custom content plugin named Nexo. Now, ever since then, it has been a huge spiral. Boy is just trying to move on with his new project, but Torgal just keeps being this angry man that tries to take Nexo and Boy down. And he was actually successful on Spigot MC, where Nexo got banned due to a DMCA claim. Torgal essentially sent a fake claim to Spigot MC, which means Spigot MC is legally required to take down the project for about a 2-week period. And after those 2 weeks, if the claim is not backed up, Spigot is allowed to put the project back up. The thing is though, they chose Torgal's side and never reinstated Nexo, even though he never showed any proof that Nexo was infringing copyright. Now, this all happened about 1.5 years ago. And ever since then, Torgal, the now once again Oraxen developer, has made multiple attempts to take down Boy's Nexo. As an angry man, just constantly waving his fist. But just when it looked like he had a little bit of success, it completely backfired on his end. So Boy, the developer of Nexo, made this announcement a couple days ago on his Discord. Over here, he's first of all thanking everyone for their patience, as currently Nexo is unavailable on Polymart. So what actually happened? Well, like I just said, back in January 2025, I was notified of a DMCA sent to Spigot, and Nexo was taken off their platform for an initial 14 days, as the US law requires. Despite providing extensive documentation to disprove the vague claims made, Spigot staff decided against reinstating Nexo unless the DMCA was fully withdrawn. This never happened, which is why to this day, Nexo is not available on Spigot. Over the 15 months Nexo has been active, I have faced several similar claims from the same party. I've always maintained that these claims lack substantial proof. Most recently, another DMCA notice was sent to Polymart. So, to comply with US DMCA law, regardless of the validity of the claims made, Polymart must limit Nexo's visibility for 10 business days. Which is why, as of recording this video, Nexo is not available on Polymart. But because this is false DMCA claim number, I don't know, 10 at this point, Polymart also decided to take further action against the other party. The other party being Torgal. In other words, Polymart got sick of Torgal constantly trying to take down Nexo, which he was successful on Spigot's side, but yeah, clearly not successful on Polymart's side, because Polymart has decided to take action against Torgal. Now, when it comes to Nexo, you can get it through a direct purchase, or you can buy it on MC Models. It will be reinstated on Polymart in 3 days, so seems like that is just gonna be fine. But now, let's have a look at what happened to Torgal. This is an announcement made on the official Polymart Discord. This morning, Polymart received a valid DMCA takedown request from Torgal, the developer of Oraxen, targeting, once again, Nexo. As required by law, we have immediately taken down the resource Nexo, and it will be unavailable to purchase again until the 7th of April. We offered Torgal the opportunity to take part in either a voluntary mediation process to provide evidence and come to an agreement so that both plugins can continue to be sold and enjoyed by the community. And Torgal declined. We do not take a stance on the legitimacy of either developer's claims and would have liked to have the opportunity to discover what the actual case was. It is Polymart's opinion that this notice, following the takedown submitted to Spigot 1.5 years ago, and now with the same request being submitted to MC Models and Polymart, present a trend of behavior with the malicious intent to cause financial damages and reputational harm to Nexo and Boy, as opposed to enforce actual copyright infringement. It basically means that Torgal is constantly sending DMCA takedown requests to all major platforms where Nexo is being sold, but he's not actually turning it into a copyright infringement case. He is just sending the takedown request to get it off the platform for like 2 weeks, and then I guess he hopes that platforms don't bring it back like Spigot did. But then, huge shots fired. We additionally note that Oraxen contains substantial AI-generated code, evidenced by the contribution count from Claude and the presence of multiple agent files in the Oraxen source code, as well as AI-generated promotional material on the plugin page, both of which is in violation of Polymart's terms of service. Taking both the apparent malicious intent and generated content into consideration has led Polymart to the decision to ban Torgal and Oraxen from Polymart entirely. We will provide Torgal with his buyer list, and you may contact him to request the transfer of your license to another platform. I bring this to your attention to take a clear stance against the harassment of our sellers. Absolute W. So, moral of the story, Torgal tried to once again DMCA Nexo, this time on Polymart and MC Models. He had already been successful on Spigot MC, where the project is no longer available, but now this attempt has massively backfired, and Oraxen will no longer be available on Polymart whatsoever. Torgal is now just banned there, both because of all of these false and harmful DMCA claims, but also because he's just using AI-generated stuff in his project, which is against the Polymart TOS. Oh man, what a rollercoaster. Hopefully this will finally kinda silence Torgal. I really don't know what his thoughts are behind this all. He just constantly keeps being angry and keeps trying to take down Nexo over and over and over again, instead of just focusing on his own project and improving it and making it great for his users. He's just chasing its competition and trying to actively harm them. Anyway, let's hope that this whole Nexo and Oraxen drama is over with this update. Wishing both parties all the best, and with that being said, that's gonna be it for today. Do make sure to double check if you're subbed to the channel, join my Discord. Thank you so much, channel members, and then I will see you in the next one. Bye bye, see you later, bye bye.